Before we go too in depth with this presentation, the first question you should be asking yourself is, are you a leader or a follower? If the answer you chose was leader, the next question you should be thinking about is, are you prideful in yourself? Are you prideful in your actions? Are you prideful in your leadership? If you chose follower, you could still be prideful. There's many things that we all do in our everyday lives that we feel prideful about, whether it's scoring the winning goal in a soccer game or just getting an A on a report card. The negative side of pride can turn more onto the side of leaders more than followers. Leaders tend to feel like they have more superiority over the followers. They feel like they need to show how great they are compared to other people. I like to define this as excessive pride. Now, don't get me wrong, pride is great. I mean, it builds self-confidence, builds social skills. When you always feel good in yourself, everyone always feels great when they feel good in themselves. But when it gets to the point where people start feeling like, okay, it's getting too much, that's when you know you've crossed the line and that you need to tone it down. I like to think of pride like a key that unlocks a door. Now, sometimes people think, hey, there's two doors. There's a positive side and a negative side. I only see a negative side. This is because I see where people get carried away. I mean, even if you're this nice, caring person, pride gets the best of everyone. If you feel like someone did something better than you, you feel like you need to be superior to them, so it just builds on and it's a chain reaction. A good example of something that someone could be very prideful in is their country. I mean, all Americans are prideful of America. We're free, and there's many different opportunities we have in this world. We have jobs, we have things that other countries don't have. But I have seen some immigrants from other countries that are very prideful in their countries. Even though they live in America, they're very prideful of what culture they come from. As much as pride is a negative thing, it does help build self-confidence, which is used in social skills. I mean, it's used to make friends. If you have self-confidence in yourself, you're able to go meet more people. You have the ability to walk up and talk to people that you maybe have never met before. And pride is the key factor to that. So even though I do agree that it is a negative side and it does lose friends, you do need pride to get that key self-confidence factor to even make friends. So it's kind of like it goes hand in hand with pride. Has always been a very controversial topic. You've got some researchers saying pride is a good thing. Pride builds self-confidence, which, like I said, I agree with. That's a necessary key in life. But most of the researchers that I read about said pride is the key to a leader's downfall. Now, that even though that's just stating a leader, that's like what I said earlier about how a key is opening a door to a negative path. Let's focus more on the leader's perspective of pride. We've talked about how followers can have pride, how anyone pretty much can have pride in themselves based on a certain task that they complete. But on more focusing on the leader's side, there are many different ways that they could prevent having excessive pride. For example, Barack Obama, President of the United States, he could look out, which sometimes he does, he should look out more to what the people actually need and what they want. And if he completes those tasks, he becomes more likable, he becomes more of a leader, a more respected leader to all the people. Whether you are a leader or a follower, pride is something you have to be very cautious with. It leads down a path to loss of friendships, loss of respect, and even loss of confidence. Pride can even lose what it gains.